Welcome to the AEW Dynamite post-show Fright Night edition. It's your boy ABE from DET. Might be solo tonight, but I think I got a special guest in mind. He'll be popping up in a minute, but till then, the show must go on. Hell of a show tonight. Halloween theme. Everybody had their little costumes on, and it was right. I had a few minor complaints about AEW, but we will get into it. But overall, it was an incredible show, top to bottom. Enjoyed it thoroughly. But like I said, I'm not doing this solo today, tomorrow, or any day, as we got all the way from New York City. My man, Bob Bro. What up, brother?
What is going on, brother?
Nothing much, man. AEW Dynamite in the books, man.
Ooh, man, what a show. Listen, bro, top to bottom, I give it damn near perfect show, brother.
Damn, we ain't even got to the ending, and you already saying it's there. But I believe you, man. It was a great show. I enjoyed it thoroughly, man. Thoroughly.
Absolutely.
Let's get into it, man. First segment, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy stops the BCC's takeover promo and comes out to the ring to declare war himself. As he says, he's no leader, but AEW needs one right now. So he's stepping up. And in the end of all of this madness, he is challenging Jon Moxley for the AEW World Championship. Do you think this is the good direction for them to head in? Moxley's first opponent, Orange Cassidy.
I think so, man, because, you think of just, who Moxley's been attacking in a sense. It's all the day one guys. And, Cassie's been there since day one. But like he said, he's no leader. He's never been that vocal guy, that, what we saw tonight. That's a rarity that we've seen out of Orange, but he's doing what he has to do. He has to be, the leader. He has to be the hero that this locker room really needs. Because, like you said, he's in the ring last week with the future of AEW, but they're still young. They don't know any better. But Cassidy, he's been in the ring with Mox, so he knows what it takes. He knows what that beast is, so he knows what's gonna take to take him down. So I like this new direction from Cassidy, and dude, I like where it's going forward.
Yeah, 100%, man. I enjoyed this segment. Orange Cassidy, I'm glad that he dropped the whole quiet gimmick a little bit tonight and really gave us a promo. An Orange Cassidy promo, I should say. It ain't your typical one, but still, in his case, it's a lot more than he usually gives, and that emotion brought a little something extra for him heading to the title, making everything seem a little bit more believable. Now, I know he's not going to beat Moxley, but it should be a legitimate contender by the time the match comes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, way too soon for anyone to take the strap off of Moxley, whether it was Cassidy or not. But I mean, it's a good first step. It's a legitimate challenger because we've seen what they could do in the ring in the past. So I think it's a good first step for Moxley and his title reign going forward.
Yeah, 100%, man. But in a test of endurance, next up, Adam Cole defeats Buddy Murphy in his in-ring return. Afterwards, Adam thanks Buddy and then shakes his hand, show of some sportsmanship, but then the lights go out. When they come back on, it's not Buddy's hand he's holding anymore. It's Malachi Black. Now, we don't know if that was for friendship or a sign of a future threat to come, but they walked away clean, somewhat sign of respect. Your thoughts on this match? It was an incredible match just from jump, but.
Bro, this match was an example of just the smallest details can make any match great. I mean, it's it's Cole selling his ankle like is he 100%, selling on the outside, but Buddy jumping on him, not letting him, rest or recover or anything like that. He's playing his ankle off the majority of the match. Is he hurt? Looks like Doc's gonna take him to the back. But he goats him in like see you fragile, man, and then he gets him, typical baby face is gonna fight through the pain. But yeah, man, I would say it was a perfect match. It just feels right seeing Adam Cole back in the ring. You know what I mean? Like I feel like whether any promotion you benefit from having a healthy Adam Cole in your promotion. But as far as the end goes, like after the match with lights go out and then the handshake with him and Aleister Black, like dude, that's giving me NXT Black and Gold vibes right there. And I was actually at Takeover Philly, that street fight that they had him and Black. Like dude, that was an amazing match, and dude, I can't wait to see them in the ring again.
Yeah, shout out my guy Tony Hayes in the chat. He one of our greatest supporters. And he always thinking what I'm thinking because when I was looking at Adam Cole today, standing up against Buddy Murphy, I said, what in the cruiserweight fuck is going on?
Yeah.
You see, Tony Hayes says Adam Cole really, really needs to hit the gym. Yes, it does. He looked
I
like
mean, I mean, you can say that about anybody who's standing next to freaking Buddy Murphy. Let me honest.
no,
I mean,
Adam Cole has been getting hurt and he's fragile. He needs to put on
yeah.
some muscle and take this a little serious, not bodybuilding, but hey,
Yo, it's kind of wild that that WWE, they always lie about like weight and stuff like that. Ain't no damn way Buddy Matthews was ever no damn 205 back
ain't
in the
no
day.
fucking way,
Fuck
man.
out of here.
Ain't no fucking way. No way. But anyway, yeah, great match. We shall see what happens with Malachi Black in the future. But next up, Kyle Fletcher comes out with Don Callis and says he is a man of his word and says that tonight he will challenge Will Ospreay face to face. But instead, their old Aussie Open running mate Mark Davis comes out and says he's disappointed in him and what he did to Will. Kyle then slowly tries to apologize and say, I've been holding a spot for you in the Callis family. Of course, he turns it down, but he's left with a warning from Kyle saying, the next time you will have to make a decision. So maybe it ain't completely that he's not on his side, but we shall see. Do you like the new bald head rebel Kyle Fletcher?
I say so far so good. I mean, noticeably, like he's way more comfortable on the mic. I think that's an attribute to working with Callis, whether you like him or not. I mean, the dude's an ace on the mic. I mean, you could tell even before he even says a word. That heat that he has from the crowd, I think, is organic, and I think that's rubbing off on Kyle, in a good way. And like Mark Davis coming back, like that was a shock. I didn't see that one coming, but I feel like things with him is not what it seems. Like you never know. It could be a situation where Fletcher and Osprey are at it. It could be the old tease like oh I'm with Osprey now. I'm gonna stick with my teammate Fletcher right here. But it could go either way. But I like Davis coming back in this wrinkle right here. Maybe integrating between Fletcher and Osprey down the line. I mean, first off, shout out to Davis like coming back healthy now. Hopefully his wrist is all good and he's ready to go.
Right, right, right. Health is the main thing in this game, man. You could be on the hottest streak ever, one injury away from being back on the shelf, man. But with
Absolutely.
with social media, we've seen people recently who are on the shelf and still keep themselves relevant by doing stuff. So it's a new day out here.
Absolutely, man. That's the game. You gotta adapt to die, man. Yesterday's game ain't today's game. Yesterday's price ain't today's price. You gotta change with the times. You don't, man, you get left behind.
Tony says, was Fletcher's old tag team partner his grandfather?
Nah.
Oh man, no, it was not. That is a professional wrestler there.
Yes,
The
sir.
next up, Hangman Page warned Switchblade that there is no redemption in the rematch at Full Gear and lets him know of the extreme level he intends to go when he beats him and leaves him as he left everybody else in his way, defeated and left for dead. I'm enjoying the fact that Hangman is actually acknowledging that Switchblade has the upper hand, sort of giving him a rub in this feud. Like, I have to catch up with him because everybody was thinking at first, like, Hangman's so hot. Why is he going after Switchblade? Well, he's letting you know why in the stats. He is a force to be reckoned with. You kind of thinking the same thing?
Yeah, man. Like before we even get to that, dude, I don't care what company it is, what promotion it is. Like Hangman right now, dude, he might be top two, top three promo in the business right now. I mean, whatever he's talking, whatever he's selling you, like you're buying, you're believing it 100%. I mean, that's how you sell yourself as a star before you even get in that ring. It's what you do on that mic. It's what you how you present yourself in those promos, in the ring, in the back. I mean, this dude is a 5-2 player. He could do whatever the hell he wants. I mean, but like you said, he's in a way he's with him and yeah, with him and Switchblade, it's kind of like he's facing that old past demon in the past. That yeah, I've gotten here, but this guy's taken me out a few times in the past. I need to.
We getting a. I don't mean to cut. I don't mean to cut you off. We getting a couple comments about your volume. Anyway, is your mic on?
Yeah, my mic's on.
Oh,
Hey,
okay. A couple people was in the comments asking about your volume.
am I coming off good?
Yeah, yeah. You sounded good to me.
All right,
Yeah, good.
I'll hold it up just a little closer, just
All
in
right,
case.
cool, cool. But yeah, man, Hangman top promo in the game, man. 100%, man. I agree with you, brother.
Yeah, him and Jay White, they can't miss right now, and I think it's a good progress for Hangman going forward. It keeps him relevant, not in the foreground. What you've seen, in the past with Tony Khan booking wise, like they'll have a hot streak for a little bit, and then it's kind of to the wayside a little bit. It keeps Hangman going. It's bringing up Jay White a little bit into the forefront, so I think it's a win all around this feud between those two.
I agree, man. 1,000%, 1,000%. Next up, though, John Moxley comes out and agrees to fight Orange Cassidy at full gear, but goes on to test how much of a hero Cassidy is as he puts a chair around his own team member's neck, Wheeler Yuta, and threatens to end him. But then to the save comes the old hero, Orange Cassidy, getting mauled by the BCC until a little bit of everybody from the AEW roster comes out to help. Darby comes from the ceiling. People come from down the ring. It's like as if BCC are complete terrorists. But anyway, they clear the ring and out come the EVPs getting ready for the match against Private Party. Before we get into the tag team match, though, how did you like the presentation of John Moxley and the crew tonight and how they're continuing this us versus the entire AEW and this segment as a whole?
I love it from start to finish. I mean, first off, genius move using Wheeler Yuta as bait, pretty much for Cassidy to come out because you still have that connection between between him and Yuta. So I love that. That was a 3D chess move by Mox and his crew. I mean, and you have the day ones, coming out getting beat up. We think it's gonna be same old as usual, but yo, in the foreground, you see Darby Allen just dropping down from with the cable. I love it, man. I love that touch. That callback to his mentor. Sting and finally looks like the day ones they get the upper hand on Mox and crew for at least tonight. And then I just love while all this is going on, you get Private Party coming out last, and boom, Young Bucks music hits when everyone's scurrying away because no, they nothing, want nothing to do with that business. And
Yeah.
boom, we go right into the tag team match, and it's like we knew the stakes, and it's like, yo, business is picking up right now.
And it did because business picked up to the max. And in that match, we got new tag team champions. Private Party defeats the Young Bucks, taking the straps off of them afterwards. The Young Bucks snatched the titles. I thought they were going to do some shenanigans, but in respect, they just handed them the titles. And we have new tag team champions. About damn time, bro. About damn time.
Let me put my tinfoil hat on real quick. Is this not a result in a sense like Private Party? They've been stepping up their game, whether it's in the ring, on the mic, a little more seriousness over the past few weeks. Is this a result of John Moxley's plan all along? Want no complacency with these day one guys. That's kind of his mission. He wants all these dudes to step up. He hates complacency. He hates guys who've been here since day one. You've been here day one. You're still here 5 years later. You know, hey, maybe probably like heard that a little bit. It's like, damn, maybe it is us who's the problem. Like we got to take our game to the next level if we want to be taken seriously. And now they finally, 5 years later, they finally take down the Bucks. I mean, awesome match from start to finish. The crowd was in it. The crowd wanted it, and TK, give us credit. I just hope that this is the start of a revitalization of the tag team division. It's badly needed, but great moment for a private party. They earned it. They deserved it. And shout out to the Bucks, man. Listen, whether you like their gimmick or not, their attitudes or not, they're simply one of the greatest tag teams of all time. I mean, it's matches like this that showed on a weekly basis.
Yeah, man, I agree, man. This match was incredible. It had me for a second. I thought when Zay was in the ring by himself and
Mhm.
Okada came out, hit him with the tombstone on the ramp, I was like, oh God, they're about to break up. But when he came in flying like a torpedo, breaking it up, the false finishes, the everybody likes to call them spots. Who cares? I like them. The spots, everything. It was just masterful work. The crowd, I wish the city might would have the crowd was a little it didn't reflect what I saw. I felt like it was bigger than what the crowd was. Maybe it was just that city type of thing. Where were they at? Cleveland?
Yeah, Cleveland.
They was at Cleveland. All right, maybe it was just me. I don't know. It just didn't
Mm.
seem like a huge, huge reaction like I thought it would be. But other than that, perfect, flawless victory on this match.
Yeah,
Next up, though, for Private Party, can we look in the future? Who can you see them being their first contenders or feud?
oh, like I said, you could take a couple of members from the BCC, maybe throw them in there.
Yeah.
Do something with the guns. You got
Ooh,
House of Black.
gun.
You got freaking Top Flight. But we'll see, man.
We will
Just
see.
more focus on the tag team division, please.
Please and thank you. Next up, though, Jericho comes out to celebrate becoming the Nueve as he wins his ninth world title by defeating Mark Briscoe in a Dave Meltzer 4-star ladder match for the Ring of Honor Championship. He then goes on to do what you said last week, Bob Broke. You said that he needs to take ROH to a new level with these new TV deals, and it seems like that's what he was saying in this promo, how he's gonna take it to new heights. You kind of felt that too?
That's the only purpose for that I see giving him the belt. I mean,
Yeah,
like I said, it's got to where ROH is here now. It's got to go here after his title reign. But
yeah,
this segment, it didn't overstay its welcome. Quick 4 or 5 minutes of him talking, and we kept the show moving. So I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. It did what it had to do, and we kept the good vibes going after that.
yeah, man. Good, great segment. Great segment, man. Jericho, he's on my Mount Rushmore for a reason, man. He keeps evolving himself. He's been the only character who just lasts every single decade and keep going. I'm not saying he's at a height yet, but
Hmm.
he's higher than most people are when he first started. So just give him his credit for longevity. But next up, Chris Statlander defeats the Brick House Camille and gets one step closer to Mercedes and that TBS championship. But afterwards, Mercedes lays out Statlander and sends Camille back to the locker room. She said, "Get the hell out of here." Grabs the mic, tells the crowd, "When you want something done, you got to do it yourself." Laying out Statlander, hovering over her with the TBS title. Clearly, we are headed towards Mercedes Moné, Chris Statlander, TBS title, full gear. I thought this was a decent match too. I like the two Titan women, heavyweights going at it. I like the fact how Camille gave Mercedes the rub at the end, letting her talk to her in that demeanor, like get to the back, showing who's the boss in this, giving her a little bit of more authority in her character. But your thoughts on this match and the outcome?
Love the presentation, and like you said, you got two Titans, in the ring. I thought, listen, Chris is amazing. Like, Chris is up there with like the short list of women that I think whoever she's in the ring with, you're gonna have a good match with, regardless. But Camille held her own. I love the finish. Her reversing the tombstone from Camille and then finishing her with her own tombstone. I thought that was dope. But I put this on Twitter before I came on here. Mark my words. If it's that match of Statlander and Mercedes at Full Gear, mark my words, that match will be on the very short list of the women's match of the year,
Yeah.
because Mercedes is, however you think about it, she is maybe the best seller of any female wrestler on the planet. She's gonna bump and sell her ass off for Statlander. Statlander's gonna look like a beast, a conquering hero. I think it's going to be a phenomenal match. It could steal the show at full gear. That's how great of performers those two are. And I told you last week that when this match happens, this is going to be the get right match for Mercedes, and this is going to propel her to 2025 and have a phenomenal run next year. Like I said, it was a slow start for her starting AEW. I thought she was doing too much. I think she's getting back to the basics as far as in the ring, what made her great in WWE, as far as in the ring goes. I feel she's slowly but surely going back to that. Sometimes less is more. I understand you're in a new environment, but sometimes they, just like everyone else who came from WWE to AEW, they stuck to their script. They did what made them great. She does the same thing. She'll be just fine. But man, I cannot wait for that match.
Yeah, man, I agree with you, man. That's a serious showstopper candidate right there. Mercedes Moday, Chris Statlander. Cannot wait. Now, one thing we no longer have to wait for is the debut of the one and only Bobby Lashley
Big
as
Bob.
Swerve Strickland defeats Shelton Benjamin. And afterwards, MVP gets on the phone, makes a call. I'm thinking he's going to tell somebody to show up next week. No, right now, lights go out. Out comes Bobby Lashley. The face-to-face with him and Swerve was black excellence personified. Standing off. Then out of nowhere, Shelton Benjamin comes, gets involved. They get the scuffling, and Bobby, the Hurt Business, they lay waste to not only Swerve Strickland, but Nana. Nana caught a stray. They get laid Prince Nana out. Standing tall, MVP grabs the mic and says, look who's back in business. Bobby Lashley is finally all elite. Barbro, your thoughts? Hell of a segment.
Hell of a segment, hell of a match. And let me just real quick on Shelton Benjamin. He's only been AEW for what, a month right now, dude. I tip my hat to Shelton Benjamin. I mean, I'm sure we talked about for years with Shelton Benjamin how underutilized he's been, underappreciated he's been for way too long, and it just feels like in this month so far in AEW, it's like, bam, you get a glimpse of like, damn, of him being used properly, like him just coming off as a star, coming off as a beast in that ring. I mean, him and Swerve had perfect chemistry, in my opinion, and it's just like, man, like I said, great match. But man, can we talk about after Lashley comes out, not only does Nana get it, but that first security guard, Shelton damn kicked his damn
He kicked it.
head. He kicked his damn head off into the damn bleachers. Like, I was like, God damn, there's always one security guard, who's gonna be that future superstar. We're gonna look back 20 years ago, like, yo, that was a security guard who got his head kicked off. Man.
Right, look at him eating baby applesauce now. Fucked up CTE. Man, that was crucial, man. Shelton did that same shit though last week to Leo, man. Clean striker, man.
Yo, am I bugging? He's 49 years old. 49 years old, and we could still look at him and think that it's 2000 towards him and Shawn Michaels all over again. That's how good he looks. But I mean, dude, we got the Hurt Business, Hurt Syndicate, in AEW now. I'm excited to see where they go. I mean, are they done adding members? Is it just gonna be them three? Do we have new members coming down the line? Because remember, he's giving his card out to a whole bunch of dudes on the roster. So
Right.
gonna have to wait and see how that goes. But man, I love everyone's presentation,
Yeah.
from MVP to Shelton to even Big Bob. Man, first off, great music choice by Mikey Ruckus. I mean, dude, like, you want to present someone as a star, like once that first riff hits and it's like, boom, off to the races.
Yeah, man. Bobby looked amazing, man. Everything, man. It was the whole presentation, the feud. two managers going at it. The managers are both wrestlers, so that can be incorporated in the story as
Mhm.
well down the line. But you were talking about adding members. There's one guy I just really hope Hobbs is considered for this group. I just feel like Hobbs would fit perfect in this next to Bobby, and
Ooh.
that'd be just a great story to tell. And in the end of it, you could have Hobbs turning on Bobby like, no, I'm the big dog now because they equivalent size almost. You know, it could be a believable feud for leadership of whatever the group may become. But Hobbs, I just hope Hobbs get a shot, man. Hurt business, Hobbs.
And you know what? Not even just like on screen, but just having Hobbs around Lashley,
Hmm.
in the back on the road, like learning from him. I mean, I think that would benefit his career so much, like going forward. I mean, because like you said, in a sense, they're built the same way, kind of maybe similar expectations to when they broke it. But I think that would do wonders for Hobbs' career. I mean, especially him. I think with him, with MVP as a mouthpiece in a sense, like I think that would be a perfect fit for
Right, right, right.
Hobbs going forward.
Yep, yep, yep. We shall see. But you said you gave it a perfect 10. I'm giving today about it's up there, man, about a 9.7, man. I did not
You,
have
you
too
know,
many.
I was gonna say, let me just amend that a little bit. Like I said, everything was great. I mean, Chris Jericho, like I said, 4 or 5 minute segment, it knocks it down a couple decibels. I'll say like 9.5, 9.6 out of 10. But everything made sense tonight. Storylines progressed. The action in the ring is always going to be top tier, top class.
Right.
But the storylines move forward. Great debut from Lashley tonight. It's great momentum going forward. So we'll see how it goes. But tonight, awesome show. A plus.
A plus plus, man. Any shout outs anywhere you want to tell people where they could reach you, ball, bro?
Follow me on Twitter, man. That ball, bro. Follow follow me and my bruvs across the pond on our podcast, the group chat wrestling podcast. This Sunday, we will be recording the episode. We're going to talk about the WWE ID. Now, for those of you who watch my podcast, my co-hosts, they're all from England. They're all across the pond. So they are this kind of, I don't want to say triggers them in a sense, but it gives them a little PTSD of the WWE UK venture back in the day, which nearly like it hurt the British UK indie scene for years. I mean, so that's why when they heard about this, they were like, oh shit. Like, and then I don't know if you heard today, there's already talent on the indies who are already signed by WWE ID. Like, they are wasting no time signing talent up already. So we're gonna talk about this Sunday when we're recording. That's the group chat wrestling podcast. New episode drops every Tuesday on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all other podcast platforms.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check that out because I got some views on this WWE ID and the whole intentions behind it. So I will definitely be tuning in to hear y'all points, man. Everybody, it is. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna help some people. It's gonna help some people, but it's intention. That's what we should be talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It's intention. But see you then, brother. But next time you will see us at the Holy Shit Podcast will be this Friday. SmackDown post show, the last SmackDown before Crown Jewel, and probably tomorrow our Crown Jewel predictions will be posting. Let me get one from you real quick, ball bro. Cody Rhodes, Gunther, who you got?
I think Gunther.
Gunther. Ooh.
I don't know. Yeah, I think Gunther. Yeah, Gunther.
Gunther. But check us out, Barbara. If you're free, drop in with us, man. Crown Jewel post show this weekend. We got a ton of shit. You know how we do every single
Yes,
day.
sir.
But till then, it's your boy ABE from DET.
I am that ball bro from the NYC.
And you guys have been tuned in to AEW Fright Night post show.